Welcome, Pisces, all my beautiful mermen and mermaids to 2019. Happy, happy New Year. I hope all of you had a beautiful, beautiful season of swimming with love and receiving and giving it. Swimming in those beautiful, beautiful flowing waters that all my Pisces love to do and their beautiful dreamy, dreamy worlds. Today, I want to thank all of you for this beautiful year of 2018, my subscribers increasing by the day, people watching these videos and sharing these videos and liking these videos. I can't thank you enough for the beautiful 2018 that I have received from all of you beautiful, beautiful subscribers. To all the new ones coming in, welcome, and thank you to all my repeat clients who've come to me for beautiful readings and beautiful Reiki healing sessions with me. As you know, this is just a regular general reading, and every single card can't resonate with every Pisces on the globe. But if you want clarity, accuracy, and answers to any questions, I will more than gladly welcome you to go to my website, and there you'll see the services that I offer and how to either schedule a private reading with me or a Reiki healing session. So my beautiful mermen and mermaids, let's get on with our reading. What I'm doing today is you will be receiving a 3-card message reading with the Angel Tarot deck. You will be getting clarification with the Rider Regular Tarot. In addition to that, you will be getting an Ascended Master's beautiful Angel Oracle message to tie in this reading. And then at the end, Archangel Raphael will be giving you a healing message. So here we go, all my beautiful signs of the Zodiac. Now that I'm at the end, I've done all my beautiful signs of the Zodiac. And Pisces is the one sign that is comprised of all the other signs. And that's why I say all the signs. Pisces, you're an amazing, amazing symbol, amazing sign. And you are so sensitive and so tuned in and so dreamy and, you know, so imaginative. And also very gifted in the healing modalities of doing what I'm doing. You're very psychic. You've tapped into your intuition. Some of you are walking this path as I am, and some of you are just tapping into it. I also am a Pisces, and I love being a Pisces. And my husband is a Pisces, so it's amazing. You can imagine what our house is like. 2 Pisces together. When one cries, the other cries. When one laughs, the other laughs. We almost, his birthday is one year before mine. And so we're like a mirror image. Okay, first card you've got is the Chariot. I love that card. Thank you to my guides and Divine Spirit for sending me this card. Please send me 2 more cards. Or, well, we'll take the first one. There's too many here. Okay, we'll turn that over. Alrighty. Thank you for that beautiful water card. You've been given the Ace of Water, Pisces. Beautiful emotional card here. That has come up for others as well. I ask you to send me 1 more card. My guides and Divine Spirit, please send me a beautiful card. Please send me a message that Pisces needs to hear for. There we go. Thank you. Justice. Well, that makes sense to me. I don't know about the rest of you. Okay, so let's get on with this reading, my beautiful, beautiful mermen and mermaids. You've been given the Chariot, and the Chariot is all about, you know, patting yourself on the back. You've dealt with some challenges throughout 2018, and you need to pat yourself on the back. It's also about, you know, the obvious. It's about taking a trip somewhere and, you know, moving in a forward direction and taking a trip and going on and traveling in many different vehicles. This thing that you've done, Pisces, this beautiful, beautiful accomplishment that you've made has come only because of your own determination and sheer will. You've worked hard, Pisces. I've seen you've had, you know, quite a few disappointments. There's been heartbreak this year for some of you, Pisces. There's been betrayal for some of you, Pisces, this past year, and it was mainly near the end of the year, you know, the fall, coming into the winter, and you've had to struggle. And you know what? You're coming into your own, and now you need to tap into your soul level. This is what's happening. You are tapping into your soul level now. You're realizing what you're worthy of, and that these things that happened for a reason, and you weren't willing to see it. Pisces are such a loving, giving, amicable, non-aggressive, non-confrontational type of sign, and they often take so much because they believe in the do unto others theory, and they get taken advantage of. And I see that happening. So please know that you need to commend yourself for overcoming this challenge or these challenges that you've been faced with, Pisces, this year of 2018. This is a beautiful card of, you know, an important achievement. You've stepped up into your own power. You're able now to lead, to you know, take full reign of your life here, as, you know, this chariot driver's doing, and holding his horses and control of where he's going, balancing himself and saying, I have the control now. I'm going to do what I need to do for my greater good. And come what may, I've learned my lessons along the way. Now, Pisces, you've been given the Ace of Water. This came up for other signs too. And this is a beautiful card. This is all about, some of you have received the ultimate commitment at Christmas time. You have been, you know, asked by someone to get married, or you have been given a beautiful, you know, engagement ring, or the verbal commitment of, I want you in my life forever. This is a beautiful card of falling in love. Now, it also represents those that maybe have had issues in a relationship and bumps on the road. It will be the resurgence of that relationship. Some of you may have taken, you know, couples counseling, you know, marriage counseling. You may have, you know, tapped into your own divine and soul level spiritually with each other. And now you're realizing that, you know, things can work out. And it's all about communication, right? It's all about being balanced and listening to both sides of the story and, you know, compromising. Okay, that's what it's about. Sometimes we have to compromise in situations, especially emotional ones. And that's what the water cards stand for. They stand for the cups. They're emotional. And it's about relationships often. I do see some of you are going to be moving. I do see some of you are going to be moving to a new home. You're going to be relocating somewhere. This is all about you growing and healing emotionally and spiritually, okay? Some of you are tapping in, of course you are Pisces, tapping into your own intuition, knowing to be able and being able to do character analysis. I mean, Pisces are very good at that. You can walk in a room and size up someone within minutes and say, you know, yeah, and you're always right. You're usually 100% right when it comes to that. So I do see you now swimming freely in these beautiful calm waters, reaching for that cup of love, okay? That's what it's showing me. You're in those waters, you're swimming deep, and you're reaching for that cup of love that's being offered to you. Now, you've been given the Justice card, which is a major card, and this is all about making decisions, and they have to be fair decisions, okay, and just decisions, and doing what you know is right, Pisces, standing up for your own beliefs. Some of you may be dealing with legal issues, okay, they could be matrimonial, they could be business, or some of you may have been in a situation with someone or others where you were wrongfully judged, or perhaps you've judged them and you realize now the error of your ways. I do see, you know, there's choices that you can make. And I do see that justice is going to be served, okay? Because it's all about doing what you know is right. Sometimes that means apologizing for something that maybe we've said or done, and maybe it hasn't, you know, it was in the moment of anger, or, you know, during, you know, some situation in your life, or, you know, Pisces get very hurt. They're very emotional. They're the most sensitive sign on the Zodiac. And when you hurt a Pisces, the wound goes deep. And it's hard to ever get that place back in their heart that was where you were kept. Some of you may be moving on. It broke your heart. It injured you tremendously. But you realize now that you've hung in. Okay, there's the Chariot, this great achievement that you've done. It was difficult, but you've stepped into your own power and you realize your worthiness. You realize that perhaps this wasn't meant to be a forever thing, and that moving on in a new direction was the best thing that you could do. Some of you may have worked out your issues with forgiveness, which I think is wonderful. But justice will be served, my friend, okay? For, you know, we have these challenges come into our lives at the time. We're heartbroken. We don't, you know, why did this happen? What did I do? It's betrayal, really. And then when you look back at the whole picture, and you've had time to look back at the whole picture, you'll realize that perhaps it was a one-sided situation. And, you know, you were wrongfully judged, but they don't want to budge. They're stubborn. And so you have to live your life without and move on and say, well, you know what? Like they say, the divine doesn't take us through the fire that he isn't going to have us come out the other end unscathed. And that's the lessons that we learn when these things happen to us, Pisces. So, quite a profound message. I know how it feels. I had the same thing happen to me this year. 55-year friendship, and she betrayed me, and it was a third party involved. But I'm not going to get into it because I've moved on, and other people have stepped in through the open door, and the divine has shown me that you deserve to be with these people. It's time for you to move on your path in this direction. So I want a clarification card for the Chariot, and they threw this one out. So it may apply and be applicable to any one of these. So let's see what you've got. You've got the Knight of Wands. Well, look at this. You got the Chariot. Both of them are riding. Both of them have horses. And the Knight of Wands is all about, it's all about new growth, okay? Moving on in a new direction, okay? That's what this talked about here, okay? Moving on in a new direction. Some of you may have had to do that here with this reading here, with these cards that are showing up, okay? Moving on in a new direction. Justice is going to be served. You realize that now I have to move in a new direction. The Knight of Wands is telling you that. That's all about ready for action, taking that action and knowing in your heart that this was the thing that you needed to do. And also, like I said here, it was only because of the hard work and the self-discipline and willpower that you applied to this, okay? You put into this, the effort you put into this, that has given you this freedom now to move forward. Move forward in a new direction, my friend Pisces. Move forward to see that, this new direction will bring new love, new life, new growth, new abundance and happiness and peace into your life. Love that. Okay, so the Ace of Water, falling in love, the resurgence of a love, moving. Okay, give me the reasons that this card came up for Pisces, the Ace of Water. What is the other reason? Give me a clarification card. Well, they've given me two here, Pisces, and I'm going with them. Well, the first one is, wow, you've been given the Emperor and the Empress. How does that happen? Okay, this is an amazing reading. This is all about knowing where you're going here. Okay, knowing where you're going here with this direction, with this love, standing in your own power. Okay, realizing that you're worthy of having this. All right, giving new birth to a new direction here with this Empress, knowing that she's not the Queen of Water, but she's the Empress. She's the one that knows what she wants, and she set her mind to it, as you did here with the Chariot. Okay, this has to do with this direction you're going in your life, your emotions, how you're thinking about where it is you want to go now. You want to go into calmer waters now. You've dealt with the challenges here, okay? Now you want the peace of swimming in the calmer waters. And that is with everything in your life. The relationships with your friends, the relationships with your lovers and your companions and your partners that you have in your life. Standing up for your rights and saying, you know what? I deserve this now. I have had enough of this. I deserve this. And knowing that through love and forgiveness, you're going to get this. Beautiful, beautiful cards for you, Pisces. Loving it. Now, let's get into this justice issue. So I asked my guides and I asked Divine Spirit to please send me a reason that this justice came up. What is coming out of that? Well, they threw out the Page of Cups, okay? This may have had to do with a younger individual, someone who wasn't quite as mature as they should have been, or they were acting in a very immature way. They were stubborn, they were not kind, they're self-centered, they were thinking of themselves and dreaming of what they want in life and not worrying about who they were hurting along the way. I do see this might have to do with a third party with somebody. Now, the Page of Cups, he's looking at what he's getting, but he's dreaming of, is it going to happen? Am I going to get that? Am I going to get the big thing? I want the big thing. I want more than just this cup. I want this cup full. Okay? Well, the page isn't quite there yet. He's not quite mature enough. This person here may have been a very selfish individual that caused this turmoil in your life, that you had to deal with this justice, okay? But justice is going to be served, my friend. And often it has to do with moving on in a new direction, knowing that you're going to stand in your own power and say, you know what, come what may, I need to make myself happy. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Okay, Pisces, things are working out for you. In 2019, the first week anyway, things are looking pretty good. You're standing in your own power here. Okay, things are working out here in your own peace of mind with your emotions and your relationships with people and in your love life and love in general. Also getting justice, knowing that one way or the other, you're either going to receive an apology from this individual and you're going to be able to heal through it, or you've decided to move on in a new direction because the doors are opening, my friend. Well, you got two that actually flipped over here if you saw me shuffling. And you got 2 here. And the first one I want to read you is focus upon your strengths, okay? You're already proven here with this Chariot card, okay, and the Knight of Wands, that you are able to do that. You're able to step up to your strengths. You're not going to dote on your weaknesses anymore. You're not going to get taken advantage of people anymore. And you're going to keep yourself balanced and protected, okay? That, you know, this is your message here from the Ascended Masters, that they're watching over you and they know you're worthy of all good to come into you, and that you didn't deserve this that happened, okay? This betrayal, this sadness, this heartbreak over this individual here who was younger or very immature and handled it in a very inappropriate way because of their own selfishness here. So please know that you're being watched over by the Ascended Masters and Divine Spirit, and focus on your own strengths. You have them, Pisces. You are incredible when it comes to having gifts and being perceptive and being intuitive and being kind and knowing that you deserve things that are better, okay? So when you wipe away the tears and the hurt, you're going to realize that doors are opening for you now. Dote on your strengths, okay, my friend? Now, balancing your career and your home life. Some of you are very busy, and you're very, Pisces can be very good at being a multitaskers, and, you know, they wear a lot of hats, they juggle, they can do a lot of things in their life. They're very artistic, they're very creative, and often they're doing many things at once. This is about you realizing that you need to be balanced, okay? You need to step back, take a breath this year in 2019 and say, okay, I have to pace myself. I have to write out that list of priorities and not be scattering my efforts here, there, helter-skelter all over the place, because it's going to deplete your energy, both physically and emotionally and spiritually. So balance your career and your home life, okay? Make sure that you're spending time, quality time in your home life with those that are your support system and that love you. And also, you know, you're being responsible with your work as well, okay? So don't overdo, my beautiful Pisces. Now, let's see what we've got here for a message. I asked my spirit and Divine Spirit and guides to send me a message. Archangel Raphael, will you please send me a message here, a healing message that Pisces needs to have? Please send me this message. If it's more than one message, I will give that message to them, because I know you've been doing that. Okay, he gave you one. Prayer works, my friend. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for hearing and answering my prayers to do with this situation. So whatever it is you've been dealing with, you're going through that healing process now, Pisces. This justice issue here, this heartbreak, this, you know, this hurt, you're moving on, okay? And we know now who caused it. You've dealt with that. And if it can't be changed, then you have to move on in a new direction. And you have been reaching out. I know you've been reaching out, Pisces. You've been asking yourself, you know, why did this happen? How could this happen? Why won't it end? When is it going to get better? And so on, okay? So please know that prayer works. Tap into spiritualism. Tap into the soul level. Go within, and you'll never go without. Beautiful reading, Pisces. I wish you a great remainder to today and a wonderful first week of January 2019, the year of transitioning, the year of changes, the year of evolving, the year of enlightenment, the year of moving forward in a new direction. Well, have a great remainder to today, Pisces, and I'll see you soon. And always, always know that I stand in that circle of light for you, my friends.